right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Body, Mind, Spirit. I'm very excited. We have Louise Walter with me. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I always trip up your name.
It's a long one.
Yeah.
Yes.
For 20 years, Louise has been helping transform lives individually and in groups using a unique multidimensional approach, including naturopathy, biofeedback, trauma release work, NLP, life coaching, and energy work. Louise is the owner and founder of the Brain Soul Success Academy, which I love that name, and the creator of the Brain System, a 5-step transformational program serving clients worldwide. She teaches professionals, entrepreneurs, and coaches how to clear energetic blocks to remain balanced, focused, and retrain their mind to make a bigger impact. Using a combination of tools, Louise has helped people move from anxiety to calm in one session. So she has helped over 45,000 clients and growing every day. And she also speaks globally and has shared with audience on multiple different TV shows. And I'm so excited that we have her with us today. Thank you so much, Louise.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's really great to be with you, Dr. Betsy. Thank you so much.
How did you get involved in this kind of work?
I got sick myself. So it's kind of the story where you have to like find your own way. So after my son was born, my second child, I kind of crashed. Looking back, I'm sure it was hormones. I mean, you would have figured that out. That's your brilliance too. But no one did. And so I ended up really just seeking, and medical doctors didn't help me. I ended up so fatigued, I would fall asleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd have to sleep like, 20 hours. So chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, MS, they gave me all kinds of labels, but nothing really was helping me. So I ended up in the natural world having to figure it out myself. I even lost like my brain power and I was in my 30s. So I didn't remember my own phone number. And then we didn't have cell phones. I had it on a sticky note in my wallet. And so my quest was really to get my brain and my energy back. And it took me about 16 years and I did a lot of work. And so what evolved from that was a system that I call the brain system, which is very much like the name of your beautiful podcast here. It was a mind, body, spirit energy work. It was like all the levels together is what really makes it stick. And so I figured that out from my own journey. But I was on oxygen for 3 years. I went down to 89 pounds. I became a pesticide activist. I worked with the mayor to sue the state of Illinois. Dr. Mercola's office was in Schaumburg, Illinois. They all signed my petition.
Wow.
So it's a long journey. I'm grateful to be on the other side of it. But just like anything, we have to have some kind of trauma or trial or tribulation in our life to really reach our ultimate gift, to be able to use that gift in the world. So I look at it as a gift now, even though it was certainly hard going through all that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know I've seen a little bit of what you do, and I am just amazed. And I think, it also connects the whole, with the body, mind, spirit, that unfortunately traditional medicine is very focused on body and doesn't address all those other aspects. And so it tends to miss out on things that people can do to heal.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And that's what I figured out, because I did all the stuff. They didn't have functional medicine doctors then. I saw an osteopath. And he did. He gave me the right supplements. He changed my diet. I did all of that work and I still didn't feel like me. And that's what put me on this quest to figure out the other pieces. When I added the emotional piece, the mental piece, the grateful journal, the and then the energy work piece and neurobiofeedback, then I really started feeling better and my life kept getting better. And so now it's kind of like I've kind of quadrupled my business in the last 6 years. And it's really because of the system. It's the brain system. You can keep working on your goals and intentions and clear any energy on that.
yeah, that's amazing. And you've helped so many people. And I know your numbers are growing every day. Exactly. I guess, can you explain like a little bit about your system?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we say mind, body, spirit, it's the acronym BRAIN. So BRAIN stands for, the B is body. It's those body pieces that we all know about, right? So eating right, exercising, getting good sleep, all of that. Then the R is releasing, and it's releasing the mental chatter and the emotional blocks. And I figured out that we actually carry emotions and trauma in the spaces of the brain. And so we have to clear the spaces in the brain. And I figured out different kind of techniques to do that. And one of them is called soul tie boxes. It's actually literally an intuitive process that I never knew I could teach. And it's just because it's intuitive, right? What I'm seeing with all of my people in my academy is they can do it too. They learn how to do it. It helps them tap into their intuition, and then they have a tool for life. So that's one of my favorites, but it's about 10 or 15 different tools that we use that I call brain soul success hacks. That's the releasing part. A is aligning with spirit. So you have to align with spirit. Spiritual is always a part of all healing and health. And then I is integrate. We integrate your brain frequencies to your soul's true purpose. And when you have that down, everything changes. And then the new program. So N in brain is new program. And I often find that different healers and different techniques or practitioners are good at releasing, but they forget to put in the new program. So the new program is literally rebooting your brain in the energy field, rebooting your whole body, mind, spirit to move forward on whatever your goal is. So you clear the old and then you put in the new. Kind of like now, the new year, right?
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So we were talking beforehand how I had a little freak accident at the movie theater and ended up with a concussion. And you were saying that you could actually do some things to even show people what you do. And I'm like, well, let's go for it.
Yeah, I was like, wow, if I had known, because I believe when we clear trauma, the sooner we clear the trauma right after you have it, the more likely that's not going to stick in your body, or your mind or your spirit. So usually we would start with a goal or intention. So, so if I said, hey, Betsy, what do you want to have change or be different? What would be your statement around that?
Would this be related to my recent head injury or just in
Yes.
general?
Yeah, your recent head injury. We want to clear any, if there's still a piece of the concussion there. I know you said you're
Yeah.
getting headaches, even though all your speech came back. We don't want any of that hanging out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
right now the biggest thing is that I can only do things for very short periods of time before I get a headache or pressure in my head. So I would
Okay.
love to be able to clear the pressure and the headache so I can get back to doing all the things I normally do.
Okay. So that the head and the pressure, um, so your head and your pressure is, how are we going to say this? Is gone, is changed, transmuted, is gone with ease. And you can, what are some of the things you want to get back and do?
Computer work. Like for them to tell me that I can't be on the computer or can't be watching the TV, I'm like, I can't imagine being more bored in my life. Because you realize
Okay.
everything we do now is on our phones, on screens. So I want to be able to get back on screens.
Okay. So I can do computer and screens again.
Even though we're on a screen now, this is my first time since the head injury actually being on a screen for an extended period of time.
Okay, so we'll see how you do, but let's clear any of the energy and I think you'll do better. If you could do computer and screens again and your head was feeling better and the pressure was gone, with ease, how would you feel?
I would feel empowered and energetic because I could start working on the programs that I've been building and um, getting out emails to people to tell them about my new course and keep building my online businesses.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm writing these down, is I'm going to put in a box. I'm drawing a box on a piece of paper here. So literally I just did a scratch copy of all of that. There's the box. And I'm saying, okay, let's put you feeling empowered, you know, um, and energetic again, and having a healthy brain, being able to do the screens and your work. You're right. Everything is a screen, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 strings. So this is the accident. So is this before? Is it during? This is the actual accident. So we have to clear the accident. Okay, so this actually works with the power of the spoken word. The truth will set you free. So I have like cheat sheets of words. And so I just like do all the words. So I'm going to figure out the words, the people and situations and the words that are connected. So was there an entity in the field? There was, because I got the word vengeful. So when that door was pushed and hit you in the head, there was like ruthless, vengeful energy behind it. And that's in the field. So we have to clear that. Pain, devastated, and then shock. So my teachers taught us that we always have to clear shock for people to heal. So we have to clear that shock. Is that shock located in a brain part? Yes. Where is it? Here. It's in the limbic system. We're going to clear shock out of the limbic system. So I'm going to grab a magnet. You can use a magnet or your hand. And we're just going to do this. So if you're using your hand, we're going to take it down the middle of your head and say, I release the shock that's in the limbic system. I release the shock that's in the limbic system. I easily release the shock in the limbic system. We're going to do it 10 times. Easy release the shock in the limbic system. 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 I think that's about 10. Good. Okay. So that shock, that vengeful, that ruthless, that pain, that devastated, is it panic, loss? I think there's another word. Here, 1, 2. Lack of control. And then what we say and what clears it at the brain soul level actually came from the Bible. So my teacher taught me this 20 years ago. And so we say, was that energy a liar, a thief, or a fraud on you being empowered and energetic and having your healthy brain power back, right? With no headaches, everything working. And it's a thief. And then we say, what did it do? Did it kill, steal, or destroy? So this is from John 10:10 in the Bible. So it destroyed. What did it destroy? Your freedom, your flow, your comfort to have. So we're reclaiming freedom, reclaiming flow, reclaiming comfort to have, and reclaiming tolerance and your brain power and your safety. And then I want to find out, was it vengeful? That's an entity. Is there another entity? No. So we're just going to ask, and an entity is an energy. Now, some people could call it a demon. It's not always a demon, but it's an energy. And so that was very forceful when that door hit you, so it's vengeful energy. So I'm going to ask for that to leave. Okay, so we're just going to command that vengeful energy is no longer allowed anywhere in your energy field or anywhere around you, in your brain, any body parts. It must leave your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body. It must leave you in all space, time, and dimensions. It must leave your memory. It must leave your limbic system. So it must go now. That vengeful energy is no longer allowed anywhere near Betsy. So go now and go to the light. Get out now in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, in the name of your higher power. Go now. Rakma. Oh. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully you felt that. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So that was kind of hanging out. So we got that gone. That's really good. Okay. There's another string. Is this a male or a female? Is it female in your field? Is it you? Is it someone else? Someone else? Is it the girl that pushed the door? So we have to do the person who pushed the door. Even though we don't know her, I can kind of pick her up in the energy field. So again, it's going to be about the words. So what are the words around her? Defensiveness, anger, anger. So she has some kind of thing going on. There's another word. This side, no. A, B, 1, 2. Lack of control and sadness. she drunk?
I don't know. I don't even know who it was. I didn't see.
There was somebody in the so in case you're just listening, but Betsy was in the bathroom, the door hit her in the head, so somebody pushed the stall door down, and it sounds like it was a bunch of young girls playing, or who
Yeah.
knows. Okay, is there another word we need to say? No. Was this a liar, thief? This was a thief, killing, stealing. What did it steal? It stole your peace, your energy, your strength, your comfort, and your protection. I'm going to say something else just to clean it up. So we're going to say, I destroy and uncreate any judgments, assumptions, projections, conclusions, decisions about the situation when the girl pushed that door down, and anything around her energy field that might still be in your energy field. We release it now, let it go, allow you to be free, to feel empowered and energetic, have that healthy brain power back, right? Be able to do your work in the world. Good and bad, right and wrong, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Awesome. Cool. Now, do you still see a visual in your mind? Do you still see the door? Do you see the person? What do you still see? Or the hospital trip?
More just like sitting outside in the hallway with my hand on my head.
Okay. So let's see. Do I need to do that as a string first? So we're going to do it two different ways. So sitting outside with your hand on your head. 1, 2, there's 2 words there. Devastated. Anguish. Devastated, anguish, pain, suffering, anxiety, confusion, and fear. You couldn't get your words out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a thief. So again, it stole your brain power, your hope in that moment, your imagination, your comfort to have, comfort to live in. Stole your pleasure, your vision of what you thought would be. For sure, that was very unexpected.
Yeah.
And your relief. So we're reclaiming your relief. So the visual that you see sitting outside with your hand on your head, that ends up creating like a cellular memory bump somewhere in your brain. That's the trauma that has to be cleared. When you do it in a multi-dimensional way like this, it feels like it sticks better. Okay. So I want you to picture that. This is called EMDR. A lot of therapists use this. And your head's going to stay straight, but your peripheral vision will follow like my fingers. So it's like your eyes are going to follow my fingers while you see yourself sitting outside with your hand on your head. Okay, in the hallway, and the pain and the shock of what just happened, right? And then we're going to look up to the ceiling, Betsy, and then down to the floor, and then to the right side of the floor and down, and then the left, and then come back to center, and then make a circle like you're circling a clock with your eyes. And the other way. Good job. Beautiful. And then let's tap the bottom of your foot. So just take an open hand and hit the bottom of your foot. Beautiful. Awesome. Is it a little bit lighter?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I had a lot of pressure in my head before we started the show.
Okay. Is the pressure lighter?
Yeah.
Good.
Still have a little bit right here, but not as much.
Not as much. Okay. Is there anything else we can still do with this little bit of pressure here? Yes. Is it just a motion code? Yes. 1, 2. So there's just two words we need to clear. Unprotected. So let's do this. We're going to take our hand again and we're going to say, I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. I easily release the PTSD and the unprotected in my head. Good job. Okay, should even be lighter. Your face is changing, so that's good. Yeah. So we released, did we successfully release all that? We did. Is there more we need to do? No. So now here's the new program piece. This will just take like 2 minutes. The new program is how you want to feel going forward, right? So I just have you say those intentions, and then I do an integration on them. And an integration is numbers or codes in the field. So math is the universal language. And again, that was taught to me by my teacher, Dorothy, I don't know, 20, 22 years ago. And it's energy work. And when you first see it, I just have to say it looks kind of weird, but people feel different. And then they go, oh, what's that? I want to know that. So I just want to preface that with it. So we're just going to have you say my head and the pressure is gone with ease.
My head and pressure is gone with ease.
Okay. I can do my headache. Say something about your headache or the headache.
My headache and pressure is gone with ease.
Okay. I can do computer work and screens again.
I can do computer work and screens again.
And I just muscle test them. I feel empowered.
I feel empowered.
And energetic.
And energetic.
And I can work on my programs.
And I can work on my programs.
Okay. And I can build my business and my programs.
I can build my business and my programs.
Awesome. Okay. So we want to integrate those goals or intentions in your field. So these are just codes and numbers. And so I'm going to circle around your left leg and I'm going to say 2, 3 love, 5, 3 forgiveness, 6, 5 choice, 9, 2 freedom, 4, 2 greater love. And then I'm coming down your front and I'm just making a circle and I'm saying 4, 2. And then I'll have you say, I have positive self-worth.
I have positive self-worth.
2, 2. I choose to succeed.
I choose to succeed.
4, 4. I choose to live in joy.
I choose to live in joy.
And 6, 2. I choose to live by the higher laws.
I choose to live by the higher laws.
Beautiful. 1, 4, 7 on your back side. I'm going to have you look at my X. 4, 5, 9, 6, 9, 6, 8, 6, 6, 8. 3 to 9, 26 complete cycles, 5,859 times. 2 to 8, 23 complete cycles, 2,623 times. Releasing that trauma. 10, 5, 7, 8, 2, 8, 7, 7, 5, and the shock 1, 2, 3. This is a mind gem for shock. Let's clear the shock. We're going to cone our fingers in one hand here and one hand here, kind of on either side of your thymus gland. And this clears shock and anxiety. So we just want to clear all the shock. And even if it was like a shock from when you were 6 or 7 years old, if we don't clear the shock, it's hard to heal all the way. So it's always about clearing shock. And then we're going to switch. Good job. Okay. And then you can rest your hands. Okay. And then we're going to say 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. That balances all of the chakras. And 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 2. Awesome. Yay. Cool. Did you feel that?
Yeah, definitely. That is so crazy.
Isn't it wild? I mean, it really is. I do have to tell you, I mean, I took that class over 20 years ago and it was at a church and it was like a 4-hour class. And I'm like sitting in class and I'm watching them clear like a trauma of an accident. It was an accident too. It was a car accident for someone and their face is changing in front of me and they're just twirling their hand around and I'm like, what are they doing? Right. So then I end up signing up for the whole big weekend class and I was not even going to take that. It was Mother's Day weekend. I called to cancel it. And the lady's like, no, you're a practitioner. You have to come to class. And so I ended up going and I'm so grateful because when I think about the thousands of people now that I've helped with this, it still kind of blows me away. But I understand when you first see it, you're like, what's that? Yeah, but you'll feel different. Okay. So now we're going to say that last one again and lock it in. So just say, I am feeling empowered and energetic and I can work on my programs.
I'm feeling empowered and energetic, and I can work on my programs
and I can build my business.
and I can build my business.
And now we're strong. And then we lock it in. So the way we lock in those goals is we just put your hands above your head and don't let me pull them down. Okay. So if I was there with you, I would try to do this and you would just stay strong. Good job. Okay. Then I'm going to have you cone your fingers on your right hand, like make a little wand and make a circle in front of your heart and say, 2, 2.
2, 2.
I choose to succeed.
I choose to succeed.
And then tap your belly button 8 times. And that like is a lock that locks in those intentions in your energy field. So now we've changed the field program. So that is going to happen for you.
Oh, this is amazing. And so this is stuff that you do for people, and then you teach practitioners how to do this.
Yes. So I teach practitioners how to do this. And it's just been such a gift and so amazing. It's just quicker than a lot of, you can take the long way around. But I've not found anything that does anything this fast or this complete. And I really do think as it is, it's mind, body, spirit, and energy field at the same time. It's simultaneous.
Where can people find out more about you?
You can go to my website, louiseschwartzwalter.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, so you can check me out there. And I love connecting with people. So I would love to offer you all an opportunity to get to know you, if this is resonating with you. I also have a link on my website for a free soul assessment. So it's a brain soul success assessment.
I love that. I just want to take, I wish we could had more time to do this, but thank you so much for taking the time to explain and show us what you do. And I definitely encourage people to go check out Louise's website and connect with her, because you're definitely going to learn a lot more than just what you did in this short period of time. So
I'm so glad we did that. I'm so glad because you just had that accident.
I know.
I have to clear it. So I'm so happy we did that. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Louise, for taking the time with us today.
It was really great. Thank you, Dr. Betsy.